not necessarily reflect or represent those of the owners, management, or advertisers of Pacific Telestations, Inc. This message has been brought to you by the stations of KUAM.
You're watching Buzz with Jess Lujan.
Good evening, Guam. I'm Jess Lujan. Welcome to this edition of The Buzz. Tonight, we're talking about believing. Yes, it is believing in Matao. Team Matao, that is, the Guam Football Association. Of course, Team Matao did us fantastic things this past couple months. We have a Matao player here, the youngest of the, of course, the Matao player. We have Dylan Napati, who is a player with Matao. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Fantastic. And Jill Espiritu, actually, she's the Media and Marketing Officer for GFA, the Guam Football Association. Good evening. How are you doing?
Thank you for having us.
Hey, well, this is exciting, and I'm a believer, and I'm sure you are, and of course, Dylan was part of the people that made us believe in Matao. So, congratulations. 146, yeah?
Yeah, thank you.
How's that feel, man?
Oh, man, it feels amazing. I mean, moving up rankings so fast, it's a dream come true. Yeah.
I mean, you came from, of course, the academy. You came from GFA. You rose up the ranks, and here you are. You're playing. You're a starter. Did you ever envision again? I mean, not just a starter, because of course you had the makings of a starter, and you are a starter. But you ever envision Matao, Team Guam, to be where it's at right now in their rankings?
I've never thought it would come this way. Growing up playing for the men's national team, or even for the youth, it's been difficult playing against better teams. And now that we have a good staff, coaches, and equipment manager, and even the media officer, it's amazing where our teams come.
And players.
And definitely players.
Don't forget the players. No, and so how long have you been playing soccer?
I've been playing since I was 4. 4 years
okay.
old.
So ever since, huh?
Since ever since.
And how long you been with Matao now?
I've been with Matao for about 4 years.
Okay. What position do you play in Matao?
I play defense and a forward.
Okay. So what was it like playing these two teams? I mean, you guys came with all the points, basically. This last when you guys played Turkmenistan, and then, of course, India. Analyze those games. Turkmenistan first.
Turkmenistan, oh man, Turkmenistan was a tough game. I never thought we would actually come out with the win. And again, the physical part about it, it's both teams, us and Turkmenistan, it was really a battle. And of course, we came up on top, and such an amazing feeling.
And of course, India, you played India after Turkmenistan. They heard, of course, the success of Matao over Turkmenistan. There was a little harder game, right? I mean, and they had ammunition coming in, basically, in the sense that they beat Turkmenistan, and so they were a little more prepared for you guys, yeah.
Yes, of course. So, and playing against India, it was amazing too, amazing feeling. And of course, the physical part about it, both of our teams were really bashing at it, and we managed to get 2 goals, and it was.
So,
awesome.
Okay, you guys are leaving. You're leaving next week, right? They're leaving next week. You're going to be playing Iran, but in Iran actually. But you guys are going to be playing. You're going to be practicing. Maybe some friendly games. Maybe you may have. You're going to be playing in Japan, right?
That's right.
Meshing with the team. All the team is going to come together in Japan, right?
Yes.
You're going to be over there, yeah. And then you're flying off. You'll have a game in Iran, right? Iran, they're ranked 46, I think, right? Yeah, 46 is their ranking, yeah. So again, I look at the rankings now too. You guys now rank higher than India as well as Turkmenistan. Okay,
yes.
You are higher than them. Okay, but now a whole different ballgame. Now you're going to be playing Iran. They're 46, and I think Oman. When you come here in Oman, they're 99. I think they are. So they're quite a few notches a little higher than Guam. How different now is that game? Because you're playing teams in the top 100 now.
It's going to be a different feeling, definitely. But I think we have more strive and more heart. And knowing that Iran recently tied against Turkmenistan, we're definitely going to have a lot more confidence coming into this game, knowing that we can actually win.
Now, you guys the last 2 games I've seen, and I've watched you guys as Matao was being shaped and coming together. You guys are meshing a lot more now, if not already well meshed, you know, as a team. How long does it take you guys again to come together again? You guys already know, I think, each other, how you guys play, but there's always a different play when you play a different country. Now you're playing the top 100s now, right? And of course you're going to be playing Iran. They're the top 50, top 50. Okay, so that's a different game still, right? So how long would it take to you guys again to come together, because it's going to be a different game playing the top 50 team?
Well, of course we're going to have the training camp before Iran, so we're definitely going to bond as a team again, and hopefully we could come together and figure out how we're going to beat Iran.
So, Jill, take us through this journey. You are the marketing and media officer. Take us through this journey. I mean, again, this last 2 games here, and now off to Iran and coming out here again in front of the home crowd to play Oman.
Well, I mean, you know, considering when we did make it into round 2 of the FIFA World Cup qualifier, we had a theme of witness history in the making for the 2 first games, because Guam has never hosted a World Cup qualifier match before. So, of course, that in itself was history. And, you know, with the team beating Turkmenistan and India, that just boosted pretty much the pride, I guess, in Guam, and, you know, belief in their abilities. So that led us to the next theme for this upcoming game, which is believe. So, you know, we know that the team is capable of playing at a very high level, and, you know, the people here in Guam are going to be treated to that opportunity to watch that level of play. And considering, like you said, Oman is in the top 100, so. And this game is actually very crucial in terms of the standings in Group D. So right now, Guam is on top with 6 points because of the 2 wins.
Sure.
Oman has 3 points, so they're looking for another win. They're going to be playing, I believe, Turkmenistan on September 3rd in Oman before coming to Guam. So, you know, the Guam game against Oman is going to be pretty pivotal, I think, in the group standings. So that's where we're getting a lot of the media attention, and you know, everyone wants an interview with the team, the coach, because they want to know, like, you know, how Guam developed so quickly, considering that in 2012 we were down at 194, we're now at 146, and we're beating countries that have populations of billions of people.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean, it's going to be a great game. You know, tickets are already on sale at GFA, and you know, people are coming in since Saturday. We sold like hundreds of tickets just on Saturday, and you know, we're getting a stream of people in and out this whole week already. So.
I see they're adding more permanent seating now and at the field over there. Yeah. I mean.
So we're extending the bleachers like for the length of the field, and of course we're going to be having the bleachers behind one of the goals on the mini pitch, and then on the other side as well. So we're looking at a capacity of about maybe a little under 3,500. So like the previous 2 games, we're hoping to sell out. And the India game, that was a huge game for us, because we sold out, and you know, unfortunately we had to turn away some people at the gate. And you know, that's such a bad feeling, because you want everyone to come in and watch, come in and cheer. And you know, the excitement is there now, because Guam is really at that place where you know, this game really is that crucial.
Yeah. So Dylan, tell me, as a player, of course the 2 wins, it was great going into an away game. Okay, but how important was it again for the Guam fans, again, for that backing, for what you heard, okay, that it would take, because you're not really going to have any fans in the stadiums in Iran, you know, other than the sideline folks, okay? You're not going to have a Guam flag other than your flag over there, right? So you're not going to have that fan base over there. But that fan base, they're here, they're going to be supporting you, they're going to be watching it online, hopefully it'll be online over there. How important was these last 2 games, again, to help get you guys to Iran to play, to know that there's probably going to be over 100,000 people in the stands, and that your fans are going to be online watching you and right there on the sidelines?
Man, it means a lot for the fans to come support us. We, I can't find the words for it. Once when you step on the pitch and you know that the fans are cheering for you, it makes you want to work 10 times harder than you know what your body can really do.
Yeah.
So
over the course now of the past 2 wins, and of course the younger players, the junior players, look up to you now. So what are the things they asking you now? I mean, as the younger player, they can relate to you more probably than the older guys in the team, right? So what are they asking you? Because they want one day to be in your place. They choose.
They ask me a lot of things like Dylan, where do you get your shoes? Or Dylan, how do you do this? Or Dylan, can you teach me how to run like you, or can you teach me how to kick a ball? And it's an amazing feeling, knowing that kids can look up to. And
that's, it must be a great feeling, because they emulate you. You know, they look up to you now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you got to, I know you're a good kid, so you have to continue to be that. But anyway, so it feels great, yeah. I mean, it's really good, and again, the rankings. So you're gonna be in Iran. They'll be in Iran, right? What's the date?
So they're leaving on the 25th for the training camp.
That's
and then,
next week, yeah.
Yeah, and then the match is scheduled for September 3rd, and it looks like they're going to be playing at 7:30 in the evening. So which is probably around 12:30 midnight here in Guam. So hopefully, if we do have a live stream, we're going to be getting that information soon. Then. Yeah, it's going to be like a midnight type of match for us here watching them play. Now,
the one thing I got to ask before we go into break, because we have collegiate players, we have professional players, and they're at the mercy basically of their teams to release them, whether they're not going to be released or not. Do we know whether the guys that are in the pro teams as well as collegiate teams, will their schools and or pro teams release them to play? Do we have that information?
Well, I mean, FIFA releases a set of dates called, the FIFA match dates, and what it is that, the clubs are, they're encouraged, or I don't want to say, I believe it's obligated to, release the players to go and play, especially at the World Cup qualifier level, because this is the highest level that these players are going to play internationally. So we should be able to get them, and I mean, the final roster, of course, our coach right now, he's in Japan, but he's devising that final roster, the perfect one to play against Iran.
There we go. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk again to Dylan. What's the game going to be like up against the 46 ranking team, and then the 99 ranking team that will be played here in Guam. We'll be right back.